Good Friday morning to you. One of my favorite passages comes from Isaiah 40. I was thinking about this because it's a passage we often read at confirmation services. It was read at my confirmation service. It was read at my ordination. It's a passage that we not only read, but we also sing, right? On Eagle's Wings is a very popular hymn that quotes Isaiah 40. Now, I was thinking about this because not only did we read it a couple weeks ago or actually sing it as part of our confirmation worship, but it shows up again on Sunday's lectionary, and so we'll read it in worship. Isaiah 40 is the reminder that God is very well aware of what is happening in the world. You know, we have a God that isn't just some figmented deity that sits in the clouds and is removed from God's people. We have a God who knows and has been where we are. This is a God who has walked the earth, has cried and has celebrated, has wept and rejoiced just as we did. And so when I think of Isaiah 40, and I think of it especially in times of wonder and worry, and I think that's where we're at. In a world where 2020 was such an anomaly, 2021 isn't all that different, is it? There's still a lot of questions, a lot of wonder, a lot of worry. Every day there's questions about COVID and vaccinations and treatments and the what ifs and the what maybes. And it's hard to navigate. In fact, I find myself often exhausted just from navigating the conversations of day-to-day life in the world in which we find ourselves. I want to turn to Isaiah 40 and I want to read verses 27 and forward. Just hear some of these words. Why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel, my way is hidden from the Lord, and my right hand is disregarded by my God? Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. What I really love about this passage, not just for celebrations like confirmation or ordination or any one of the other special services that we might read this passage. What I really love about it is this is day-to-day life. We grow weary and faint on our own. We're not created to sustain without the breath of God within us. On our own, we cannot face the challenges of this world. On our own, we don't know how to navigate the struggles of life. But with God we have courage. We have hope. We have the fullness of life within us, and we are able to meet each and every day, each and every struggle with a renewed strength. That's not us. That's not you. That's not me. That's God's Spirit within us. See, that even more today, we should give thanks for the profound reality that it is because God loves us and because God is fully invested in His creation that we do have the courage to meet the days ahead. And in the midst of all of that, what the prophet Isaiah reminds us in this text, it comes right in 31, right before the end of this passage. It says, "But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength." There's kind of an in-between, between the thing that happens and the reaction to what happens. There's an in-between, right? There is the event, and then there's the reaction to the event. And in between that is the space in which we wait on the Lord. It's what the psalmist says when he says to us, "Be still and know that I am God." We wait on the Lord for all things to be revealed. We wait on the Lord for the courage to move forward. We wait on the Lord for the opportunity to know how to navigate whatever situation, whatever hardship we're facing. See, that's the key point to this text. It's not just knowing and believing, it's also waiting and being filled and renewed and given all that we need. See, God doesn't give us what we need just so we can navigate on our own. God fills us and walks with us, just like he did way back in the garden. As evening came, he walked with his creation each and every night. It's why when Adam and Eve, when they knew they had done something wrong, they hid from him, because they anticipated God's presence among them. So it is for us. As we are walking in this world, we are walking with God's presence. Now, I know in my life, I've sometimes taken over and I've said to God, don't worry, God, I've got this. And I start going ahead of God. And quite frankly, that never works very well for me. If I wait on God, if I wait for God's lead, it always works the way it's supposed to. Yes, we will be renewed. Yes, we will run and we will not be faint. Yes, we will grow strong because of God's Spirit. And we wait for God to say when that time has come, when we are ready. And until then, we wait and we rest and we grow excited for all the ways that God is at work and will be at work. And we'll open our eyes to see him at work. That's the beauty of faith. It's a gift. It's an opportunity. It's what we say thank you for today. So as you end your week, I hope that these words are ones that make you excited, not only for the weekend, for an opportunity to rest, but also for whatever is yet to come next week. If you're feeling tired, if you're growing weary, hear these words. God will strengthen you. God will sustain you. God will take care of you. And God also encourages you to rest and to be excited to know that God is walking with us in this world. Hope you have a great weekend.